loves, it's me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. I don't know why the screen is so dark, y'all. I'll shuffle these cards up before I just start pulling from them. I won't pull the same thing. These index cards, y'all. It's a lot of index cards. It's a lot of index cards. I don't know why I got this song stuck in my head. T.I. about the money. Maybe that's significant to somebody. Maybe somebody's about the money. It's funny. I just seen rags and riches. Rags to riches. Maybe somebody's been doing something for the money, y'all. Just in Black Magic and Aladdin. Alright, who knows? Who knows? If it ain't about the money. Yeah. Don't be blowing me up. I ain't getting up. It ain't about the money. I used to be bringing my lines, stop wasting my time. Say, I can even hear what you say, but I ain't finna do shit. It ain't about the money. You can miss me with it. You can miss me with it. I've been doing something for the money, y'all. Something for the money. Rags to riches. Maybe somebody came up a plot. Burn some sage. Better energy off these cards. Should have did this before I turned the camera on. My bad, y'all. Yeah. I also seen Rebel and the word white. W-H-I-T-E. I don't know. Could be talking about a Caucasian person. Non-melanated person. Could be talking about, I don't know, it could be a white car. Could be someone with white hair, I don't know. However white resonates with you. White is also a color for purification. Protection. So, white could be a last name. Take it however it resonates with you. Something about white, about the money, rags to riches. Somebody has came up of something they did for the money. You know, whether it was good or bad, I don't know. I guess we got to find out. Alright. Holy Spirit, Archangels, please allow me to channel messages from the energy surrounds us. Spirit guides, ancestors of the highest white light. Let us know what's going on. Please and thank you. Let's see. Let's see what's in this energy, y'all. First card out. First card I pulled, they're doing this because they can. Somebody's just doing something for the fun of it. They're doing it because they feel like they can get away with it. That is, it's sad. I just seen the word fraud. Somebody may have been committing fraud. Somebody may have stole something from somebody. Somebody may have transferred some money or did something they shouldn't have done regarding money. I just seen heritage. Could have something to do with someone's inheritance. And why did they do that? Because they can. Because they may have been put in a position where they are able to manipulate stuff like that. They're just doing it because they can do it. Because they can. Look, heritage out here again, y'all. It says ancestors, spirit guides, your background, something about your background. Maybe it's something that was passed down to you from your ancestors, from someone, your passed over loved ones. I keep seeing Pisces. Family setup. I just see these as I'm shuffling, y'all. You know when you shuffle the cards and something stands out to you. I haven't actually pulled that yet. Somebody's doing it because they can. Ancestors, spirit guides, background. Could be someone in your family who are able, who have access to something pertaining you. They're doing whatever it is that they're doing just because they can. They feel like they can get away with it. I guess because who's stopping them from doing it? I can't make it up, y'all. I said inheritance. This card's on the top. It says an inheritance obtained first by greed will not be a blessing in the end. Somebody's inheritance was stolen. So it may have been something left to you by your ancestors. Or it may be someone who is close to you, who is a family member who stole it. So take it how it resonates, y'all. Why would they take an inheritance? Because they can. Because someone sits in a position of power. Because someone knew that they could get away with it. Because who's going to stop them? I just cut the deck on. And that's, what does it say? Untruthfulness, lying. Somebody's lying about something. It could be about you. They could be spreading rumors about you lying about something. Or they could be just lying about whatever it is that they stole them. So this is what we have so far. Ain't about the money, I don't know what it is, y'all. Maybe you should go look up the song, listen to it. It's all about the money. Somebody's been telling lies. They've stole your inheritance, something that was left to you by your ancestors, and they're lying about it. They're not being honest. Why are they doing this? Because they can. Because they can get away with it. What did I just cut the deck on? Gemini and a business owner. Could be two different people, could be one and the same. CEO, a boss of something, someone that's a Gemini. They stole your money because they knew they can get away with it. They stole what was for you because they felt like they can. They didn't want you to have it. As in the world we live in today, you know, some people have privilege. They can do certain things and get away with it. you know, one thing about privilege is when it comes down to God and stuff that God intended you to have, you have privileged people through the eyes of God as well. And so you could be privileged. You could be a business owner. You could be a certain race. Or you could feel like you're going to get away with certain things because you have certain power. Because you may be well known with whatever it is that you do. But when it comes down to the favor of God, yeah, other people are privileged in that same way. They can do certain things. They can make certain things happen. And the fortunate thing about this is God always wins. So you can't overpower what it is that God wants for someone. If he wanted someone to have what was left to them, you'd be a fool to think you can go in and steal it. Just because the world allows you to get away with doing things that aren't right. Because God won't allow you to get away with it. Which is probably why right behind it, his jail, prison. Right behind it, y'all. I can't make this up. So whoever this Gemini is could be facing some jail time, some prison time behind doing whatever it is that they done. It's so funny because I was just in the store. And maybe it was on my phone. Maybe I was just listening to it on the phone when I was in the store. And they were talking about somebody's going to jail. Someone being caught up in whatever it is that they've done. I think I was just listening to something on my phone. Somebody's definitely going to jail, or they're facing jail time, prison time. This business owner could be a Gemini, could have Gemini somewhere in their chart. I know we all have different signs in our charts, our birth charts, so this Gemini is a boss, CEO of something, could be facing some jail time. They could be lying, telling the truth. I mean, untruthfulness is what it says. And you know what I was listening to when they were talking about, it's funny, someone was talking about going to jail on one of the videos that I was watching, but the other video that I was watching in particular says that you dug a ditch for yourself. And it's somebody that I hadn't watched in a long time, and I remember looking at the title and thinking, this can't be for me, because I haven't watched her in God knows how long. But I used to watch her regularly, y'all. And I haven't watched her in a long time, and for some reason that popped up and I decided to click on it. Me thinking in my mind, this can't be for me. Because I know I haven't dug any ditches. But at the same time, I clicked on it to listen to it anyway. I don't know why I clicked on it. Sometimes I'm led to do things, and I have no idea why I'm led to do those certain things. And so me knowing this video wasn't for me, I clicked on it anyway. And as I'm listening to it, she was saying something about some people who done some things as far as bank fraud, and y'all know, y'all just heard me say fraud. 1444, I just seen on the timer. Y'all just heard me say fraud because that's the first thing that's one of the things that caught my eye on the cards as I was shuffling them. Fraud. And that's what she was talking about. Someone committing bank fraud. Them getting certain things from her. Going back and lying about the services that they received, spreading rumors about the service that they received or did not receive, and then going to the bank and trying to have their money given back to them. Again, lying about what was going on. And she was saying, little do they know, she know people who work for the bank. And so as I'm pulling these cards and I'm looking at this, that's what came to my mind. And so someone may have, someone may be facing some jail time because of some fraud that they committed with a bank. That's a felony. It's felony charges. That's not anything small. It's not anything you're going to get a slap on your wrist for. Somebody stole somebody's inheritance. And they could have committed bank fraud. They could have had people in the banks to help them steal from someone. So they could have set up fake accounts in the bank. They could have gotten all your information from the bank. Let's say you have bank accounts set up at different banks. They could have gotten your information from one account and helped set up another account in your name. They could have stolen your inheritance that way. They have people that work for the courthouse or work for wherever it is that the inheritance may go to first. They could have gotten with those people, had your money issued to a certain account that only they had access to. And they took money from you that way. And it's so funny that now this is coming to me, and now I'm thinking about something I was thinking about a couple weeks ago. May have even been last week. Before everything happened with my job, and I was telling the people on my job that I felt like I was being watched, and came to a lot of things and people all around me. They were probably in on it too, y'all. But I would go to these banks, the bank for my job, and I would notice that there'd be different faces in those banks. And as I got to putting two and two together, it dawned on me that as soon as my bank account started looking a certain way, is when they decided to do what they did regarding my job. I'm not going to go into too much detail because this still is not resolved. And someone definitely could have had someone in the bank. They could have someone at the courthouse. Family all around. Family, friends, and positions of power who were able to help them to steal this inheritance from you. And why did they steal it? Because they can. Because they have a lack mindset. Because it's about the money with them. Because they needed to look like they had the money in order to do something. Because they needed to look a certain way for the public. And maybe they didn't have the money. Maybe these people are living beyond their means. And so they worked with a lot of people to set this up. Probably paid a lot of people using your money that was going to a specific account. But that's able to be traced. 1919, I just seen on the timer. That is able to be traced. And that's why I feel like this card came out here. Because these people feel like, or they felt as if they could get away with doing this. And evidently they have some vendetta against you. These people don't like you. They don't want you with this money. They seen where they were able to just get with other people and probably pay those people to lie, to manipulate things in their favor. And they did it. And so these people could be facing jail time for the fraud, the bank fraud they committed. And for stealing your inheritance. But the thing about issuing an inheritance and bank fraud is when it's stolen, that money still has to be replaced. And it's typically the bank that would give you that money back. And I was listening to something like this in one of the other readings, and they were saying the bank is the one who gives you the money back, and so whoever it is that committed the fraud, they would owe the bank. And so it's nothing that you would actually have to do, although you would probably want to bring a lawsuit against a lot of people who are involved, especially when there's courts involved or someone that works for the courthouse or whoever had the ability to issue that inheritance. Of course, the people who stole it. So someone probably has quite a few lawsuits here with this business owner, this boss here that's a Gemini, who stole your inheritance just because they could. Because they felt like they knew enough people, they were able to get away with it, and you were nothing. You're nobody to them. And they don't want you to have this money. Because maybe by having this money, you would have had more than them. And you know how people like this are. They sit themselves on a pedestal. They want to be something that they're not. They want to be looked at as something that they're not. And they look down on people. And so you could have been someone who they look down on. They don't want you to have this. And so they manipulated the situation and they stole this from you. And now they're dealing with bank fraud and probably a whole slew of other charges as well. They told a lot of lies, y'all. And this was somebody who already had money. That's the crazy part about it. So that's probably why it says they're doing it because they can. Because maybe they didn't actually need to do it. Maybe they didn't need that extra money. Could be somebody that just felt like they didn't want you to have it. And so this is what they done. But again, an inheritance that's obtained first by greed will not be a blessing in the end. That's Proverbs 20:21. Y'all go and read it. It won't be a blessing to these people at the end. As a matter of fact, your ancestors, your spirit guides, could have very well cursed that money. Blessed it for you, but cursed it to anybody who decided they want to go in and touch it. And so these people now facing prison time, jail time, because they felt like you were nothing to them, and they don't want you to have this money because then you would probably be in a position that was better than theirs. And they are the CEOs of a business. They are business owners. They want to be looked at as in this boss type of energy. And how dare you just get passed down some money? How dare you just get passed down this inheritance right here from someone who would have put you in a higher position? Now they say money is power. Power is respect. And so how dare you get left this money that would have put you in a higher position than them as his business owner? And so they went in and they stole it somehow, y'all. They stole this money. I just cut the deck here. Let me show y'all what I cut the deck on. Momentous and paid actors all around you. And so they paid with your money, y'all. They're paying people with your money to be all around you, to watch you, to cause certain situations, to make you look a certain way for the public. They're paying people with your money. And it's so funny, I was in a store the other day and this shirt said something like, don't worship snitches, or don't uplift snitches, don't praise snitches, or something like that. Now you look like us, y'all. Just like me. And all I was thinking about was that's one of those subliminal messages. People love to keep up drama, and so they pay people around you to watch you. Which is illegal stalking. It's illegal surveillance. Yeah. It's violating your civil rights. And they keep up drama. They spread rumors. They spread gossip. They lie on you. They try to entice you to do certain things. For example, like the lady that was in the store with me, I've been telling y'all about, the messy lady in the store who likes to befriend all the employees. It's so funny because after I told her just don't speak to me, I seen her the other day, and you know what she did? Looked at me for a while, and after she sat there and stared at me for a few seconds, she said the same thing as she said the last time, which made me say, well, why did you say it like that? And so this time I didn't even respond to her, y'all. I did not even respond to her. I just looked at her. And then she walked off telling me how childish I was for, I guess, not even acknowledging her. So she walked off continuing to talk noise while everybody was looking at me like, what just happened? I never said anything. I never even responded to her. But that's just an example of people like this. Loves to keep up drama. That's an example of people like this. These paid actors all around you. People who are there to keep up confusion and drama and make you look a certain way for the public. So if you've been in a place, a town, a city, if you've been associated with different people, if you feel like people have all of a sudden stopped talking to you, stopped dealing with you, people are acting funny all of a sudden, seem like everybody went from liking you to not liking you, this is why. Because they're paid to do certain things. Somebody's been filing fake reports on you. Again, they're paid to keep up this drama. Look, feel as if someone is always watching. That's because it is. And if you're any kind of empath, any kind of intuitive, it probably is driving you crazy to know that you feel that. But you can't say anything about it because that's what they want you to do. They want you to think that you're crazy. They want other people to think that you're crazy. They want other people looking at you as if you're the problem. Meanwhile, they got family and friends who work in high places and positions of power that's helping them steal your money. Imagine that. BMF. That has something to do with it. I just seen long hair, don't care. Somebody may be a part of this. Someone may have long hair. If it's a male, they could have dreads. Definitely have somebody around you they stole your money, y'all. They stole your money. And for this to stay momentous, this is about to come out. These people they've gotten as far as they could get with whatever this is. They're not only going to have to replace that, or maybe the bank will replace it, and these people will just go to prison for fraud. who knows, if these are people in positions of power, then, you know, some people have privilege, so maybe they'll be able to avoid prison by apologizing publicly to you and paying you way more than what they took. Imagine that. Somebody has went out the way to steal your money, but because they're in positions that they are in, they may be looked at as if, okay, well, we don't want to lock this person up. It's funny, I just seen the word entitled. Because I was Shepard. They may look at it as, well, maybe we don't want to lock this person up if they give a public apology, if they step down out of these positions, and if they replace this money themselves. I prefer to just get it back from the bank and they go to prison, because I feel like these people, that's not a lesson for them. That's not a lesson. That is some people getting away again at what they felt like they would get away with originally. They looked at you as if you were nothing. They in positions that allowed them to do this. They shouldn't be able to step down. They shouldn't be able to have an early retirement. They shouldn't be able to get a job ever again when it comes down to a position of power, because they have let their power go to their heads. I see intellectual property. They could have stolen something that you created as well. If you like me and you've written several books already, don't forget they have people watching you. They have money to make things happen. They could be watching you in your home. They could be watching you on your phone. They could be watching the things that you do on the computer. And so if you've created things, if you have written things, songs, books, they could have stolen that as well, tried to pass it off as their own. And so that being said, they're going to have to pay you more. Like, how can you put a price on intellectual property that you've stolen? Why did Momentous pop out? Because I feel like this is going to be exposed. These people are going to be exposed to the public as scammers. As people who you cannot trust. These people may not ever be able to get a job again, especially if they've made it to where you are blacklisted. They've spreaded so many rumors and gossip around town. They've made it to where you can't get a job, can't get a loan. Everybody's looking at you crazy. They could have even caused you other types of hardship, like losing your job, losing your home. These people could be married, or you could have lost the marriage dealing with them. Could be a married couple who are doing this. And I feel like they should go to jail, prison. They should have to do that time. And they should have to give you your money back. But not just your money back. They owe you pain and suffering as well. For slander on your name. There's a appointed day and time when the Holy Ones will get back everything that they lost. And these people were money laundering. It's another charge. Got fraud against the bank. They have money laundering. Could be corruption. Could be trying to wash money. We did see someone as a business owner. So maybe they were running the money through businesses to try to pretend as if their businesses are doing well when they aren't. How did I cut the deck off? You are a winner. You will win that race that you didn't even know you were running. Because meanwhile, you were moving ahead with your life and probably just trying to figure out why everything was brought to a screeching halt. Why is it that you were having so many issues on your job? Why is it everybody around is acting funny with you all of a sudden? Why is it that people stop talking to you all of a sudden? Politics, bad politics. So you have people here who are connected, not just to maybe courthouse, probably your local police departments, but they are connected to politicians as well. And they've been using that for their advantage. Instead of being leaders in the community, they've been helping people steal. You could be a politician. You could be connected to politics. You could be going into politics after this. After this comes out, take it how it resonates, y'all. There's diamonds and pearls here. Clout chasing. Again, if it ain't about the money, I'll let y'all listen to it, but they be waiting for my videos to take them off, to find a reason to not show them. I barely get any views on my videos, so it's so funny that they will automatically pick up when a song is somewhere in my videos. When I've watched people's videos who gets thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, and they'll play songs in their videos, and their videos aren't copywritten. But they'll snatch mine down in a minute, which tells me I got some higher people that's watching my stuff. It's probably them, the people who are actually doing this, that's connected. Again, these are people who have leadership positions. Sagittarius right here. I have something to do with it. But cut the deck on, take that shit to trial. Endings. 10-10, endings and new beginnings. Somebody had a position of power. They knew people in positions of power. They worked with these people to get in your bank account, to get your information, to create bank accounts in your name, and to steal your money that was sent to those bank accounts. Money can be traced, y'all. I don't care how many times you send it through. You overseas it, you wire it places, you pay different people with it in cash. Money can be traced. People know. If you put the right investigator in and they do their job properly, money can be traced. They know the person who's supposed to receive that money is not receiving that money. They know other people are around here being rich, looking at things, buying things that maybe they shouldn't be able to purchase. People around here with no jobs who are able to live just fine. You know they're not connected to God. These aren't people. These aren't people who God are protecting. These are people who are connected to the people who are in high places. These are people that's watching you. They're getting paid to watch you. They're getting paid to stalk you. They're getting paid to spread rumors, file fake police reports on you, tell lies on you. These people could also be connected to a nonprofit. Whatever they invested in, it was a bad investment. Because they're going to have to give this money back times a whole lot more. A whole lot more. Setup, robbery, thief. Yeah, because they stole your money. They set you up and they stole your money, and they work with people in the city around you. They put people in banks. They have people at the courthouse. They probably work with people in the police department. They have people monitoring your phone. They have people watching every move that you make. People making you look crazy by filing fake police reports. If everybody around you is saying the same thing, who's going to deny it? Who's going to say that's not true? If everybody around you is saying the same thing. You know, I can't make it up. I talked about the lady in the store. It was a couple people in there who actually seemed like they liked me. They were talking to me. These same people got a ride from her one day. I seen them getting in the car with her. That's how she played with people. She's standing there and she talked to them all day long. It's like that's her job. She was standing there and she will talk to them all day long. They whole work shift. And then they get off work and she volunteers to do stuff like take them home for the ones who don't have a car. And so the whole time she's building a relationship with these people. It's so funny. So when all of that happened the other day, and I was explaining to the lady who worked in there, one of the managers, what happened, she responds back, "What you talking to my people? These people are my people. They know me." Mind you, I know they don't know her. They only know her from as much as she's standing there and talk to them. And she does it regularly. I'm telling y'all, she was standing there all day long, they whole work shift. And she will stand right up there at the counter, y'all. They be taking customers, she stand right there at the counter and talk to them. They get to moving around the store and cleaning up, she move around the store with them and be running her mouth, talking the whole time. And so yeah, you probably have some people like that around you. Making friends with people, trying to spread rumors, telling lies, filing fake police reports, wanting people to look at you a certain way, which is exactly what she got. Because it's so funny, one of the guys was even trying to talk to me. You know, he smiled and laughed and talked to me when he see me in there. And he was like, "I would try to talk to you, but I know you probably have a boyfriend." I just agreed with him. But nonetheless, that was one of the people who happened to get a ride from her that day. So she's taking them home and everything. She's trying to build up a relationship with them. She's trying to make them trust her. That's what she's trying to do. So when she says what she says, then they will believe her. Y'all know this guy act like he don't even want to speak to me anymore. He will see me and put his head down. He don't say nothing anymore. Imagine that. Imagine that. Somebody went from smiling and talking to... He ain't been there that long, y'all. The very first day, I think I came on here and I told y'all what. The way she was like trying to get him to tell something, I don't know what, but she was like, if you don't tell him, I will. I guess referring to the big manager. You don't say whatever this is, and I'll do it myself. So you better make sure you report whatever it was. And I felt like it was me. She probably seen me with my camera up that day showing y'all who she was and the trouble I already knew that she was going to be in there with. I can feel it all in her energy. Her whole face said missing. Like I knew what she was there to do. So that day, I think she seen me with my camera on her, and she was trying to tell him about him. And she left out the store, and I think I was telling y'all the way she left out the store, and she was like, "Bye, such and such." She said his name as if she knew him. But I know she didn't know him because I know he had just started that day. I seen him. And so, yeah. This same guy, it's like you knew. It wasn't about picking a side because, I mean, there's nothing, like I'm not trying to be your friend. I go in there and I do what I'm going to do and I come back out. So it's so funny. It was never about choosing a side. But he evidently liked me because he would smile and laugh and talk. And now you go in there and he be silent. He'd look at you and put his head down and pretend as if he don't know you. He don't have anything to say. And I think it's kind of sad that people are manipulated the way they are. Y'all, I can't make it up. Speaking of manipulation, I'm just shuffling cards as I'm talking to y'all. Look, civil rights is at the top of this deck right here. Sirens at the top of the other deck. People use their voice for stuff. Prestigious people paying other people to do this. People who are already well off. People who are probably well known within the community. Have used their connections to steal your money. Warring with you. And do you know it? Is it a reason? Have you done anything to them to make them war with you? Or is it just out of pure spite and jealousy and envy? They don't want you to have something. And so we have a Gemini and a Sagittarius out here so far. Abusive, mentally, could be bullying you, verbally, physically. They could be internet bullies. They could have people around who are there to bully you. I just seen BMF again. Somebody could be attached to BMF. And if that's the case, you should, y'all should be going out of your way to protect people that look like us. Not steal from them and make them look stupid and set them up. Thought y'all supposed to stand for something good, not for trash. But here it is. Look. They were paid to do it. Loves to keep up drama. And again, war. That's what my 3 decks right here has at the top of it. They also constantly sending you negative energy. Again, they want you to look a certain way. They want people, constant eyes on you, watching you. They want people making fake police reports as if you've done something wrong because they need for this to look a certain way in the system. Smart, not wise. And if they've gotten the right person on the case, then somebody has followed the money because somebody's facing a lot of jail, prison time right here. The truth is coming out. Got earth signs right here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Earth signs on the front of this deck. Employers are in on it. So yes, if you were like me and you were wondering if your job was in on what was going on, the answer is yes. They was in on it. So people at your job, your boss, your supervisors around you, they were in on this. They were in on this setup. Family setup. I see Scorpio as well. So your family could have had something to do with it. Their family could have had something to do with it. This could just be a setup in their family. They could have family that worked for the place where you work for. They could have family working in the banks. They could have family working in the place where whoever signed your inheritance off to them, whoever deposited in a fake bank account, they probably knew you weren't that person, but they done it anyway. I didn't expect income here, but it's some income that you should be expecting because these people, they owe you a lot more than what they actually took because they took you through a lot. Mentally, physically, emotionally, you've had to deal with a lot. And so these people owe you more than that. They owe you for your time, for your energy. Again, they've slandered your name. What's at the top of this deck? They work with the police. They work with the city police. I just said they could have people who are connected. This is why they're able to get away with stalking you. get away with having all these new people in your city? Why you have your city police department pretending as if they don't see all the cars that are around, pretending as they don't see the people who are stalking you? Hell, they may have even contributed to it as well. Setting up things as far as cameras in your home, as far as being able to do certain things with your phone. They could have helped do this. These are all probably these people family. Their family who have done this. Why? Because jealousy, envy. Because they didn't want you to have something that you should have had. Because they wanted to. They wanted to take you through the most. And now you know what? You want them to go to jail. You want your money, but you also want to see them do time behind the crimes that they committed. And so hopefully these people don't just get a slap on the wrist and be able to just move forward after they've taken you through everything that they've taken you through. Especially if this, whatever this is, made you homeless, had you out in the street without nothing and nobody to count on, nothing and nobody to depend on, because they took away all your resources, including the people that you had around you who were on your team, because they paid them to just leave you out there hanging. Yeah. These people deserve prison time. They deserve to go and do that time. And they deserve to pay you back everything that they took from you. And more. Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. And so we've gotten all of that, y'all, just from my index cards. Let's see what Tarot has to say. If anything at all. Queen of Wands. It could be you. You could be someone who's very intuitive. You could be someone who has a certain sex appeal about them. You could be someone who's smart, intuitive. Again, you carry that certain sex appeal. You have that certain intelligence about you. This is probably what made them jealous. You're a witty person. You're probably not a person that kept your mouth closed when it came down to things. You may be a person that called them out on whatever this is. You could be a person, again, with that black cat, you're intuitive. So you may have seen a lot of stuff happening. They didn't like that. I also have this Hierophant in reverse. And this Four of Cups in reverse. You know, upright, that's like someone offering someone and they're not taking it. This is someone who's over it. In reverse, this is someone who's not over it. They want to keep going with whatever it is. This is Hierophant in reverse, y'all. You know what else I see with this reverse Hierophant when I'm looking at it? Those crosses don't appear to be crosses anymore. Those crosses, and especially the ones on his shoes, you know, upright, the cross is for Christ. When you flip it over, it's like as above, so below. When you flip it over, that cross looks like that symbol for the devil. So these people could be attached to the devil. These people could be devil worshippers. These people could not believe in God. Have someone moving into calmer waters. Probably after all of this comes out, you are able to move into calmer waters here. So it's like someone is coming in to maybe change your environment, put you in a better situation. After all of these people, I mean, you should be able to do this for yourself, but maybe they're gonna take you to a certain spot, and maybe this is you just moving into calmer waters when you receive what's yours, what these people have taken from you, what they don't deserve to keep, what they, I mean, we already seen jail time, and so we know that this is coming out. whether they wanted to or not. It's going to be shown who they are. People are going to know what kind of moves they make. People probably in power are going to be removed from those positions of power. Ten of Pentacles right here. What's right behind it? The victory. This is generational wealth right here. You're about to walk away with this because of what they did to you. Because of all the people they worked with. Ace of Pentacles right behind that. So you're about to move into this celebration energy right here because of what these people did to you, because working with the local police department, because they work with people in the banks to commit bank fraud, because they work with people in your city to watch you, to stalk you, to lie on you, to spread rumors, to file fake police reports. So that's it. I'm not even going to keep on pulling. I'm going to end it right there. These people about to get what's coming to them, and you're going to get what's coming to you because of everything they put you through. And so, expect the unexpected. Alright? I'm going to end it there, y'all. I'll be back.